Sorry, is there audio now on the mic? Yeah, I can see a level. Welcome to part 1 of our playthrough of Deja 2 Lost in Las Vegas on the Max 68K. We already finished the first game in the series. It's time to attempt the second one. This is a similar game with a somewhat similar plot. It uses the same engine, but of course the story isn't the same and the puzzles are not the same either. I think it's worth a shot. Let's jump into the game. Now we start again in a bathroom. Good evening, welcome to Deja 2 Lost in Las Vegas. You wake up from a stupor that feels like a chronic hangover after a wild week in Vegas. There's a throbbing bump on the back of your head. As you come out of the fog, you breathe a sigh of relief as you realize that you still know your own moniker, Ace Harding. With that, the events of the previous 48 hours start to float back. At least we have some memory now, which is better than it was in the first game. You recall being adopted from Chicago by two thugs who then brought you to their boss, Tony Malone, the notorious Las Vegas mobster. According to the word on the street, there had been some kind of connection between Malone and Joey Siegel, the racketeer of whose murder you had recently been cleared of. As you discovered last night, Siegel had been running rackets in Chicago as Malone's legman, and his ultimate untimely demise left $112,000 of Malone's money unaccounted for. Since you are the logical scapegoat, Malone has now made you an offer you can't refuse. Either you cough up his $112,000 in 1 week's time, or it will be the classic or else for you. And just to make sure you don't get any funny ideas, you'll be watched closely by Dookie Martin, Malone's personal torpedo. You stand up. Boy, are your legs wobbly, your head hurts. Where's the Alka-Seltzer when you need it? That's a good question. As we know from this game, it's best to save pretty much immediately. So we'll basically start by saving before we even move out of into the bathtub. Now, what do we have here? It's an empty bottle of scotch. We'll grab it, expand the inventory window here a little bit. It's going to become cramped eventually. It's a dirty old bath mat here. With an inbuilt cringe, you decide against moving the rug as you think of all the bugs and little critters that might be living in it. Yes. The sink has rust, scum and stains, reminds you of home. There's nothing in the sink. You can't access the drain directly. You stare into the mirror and you see yourself, Ace Harding, second-rate detective. Your haggard face reminds you of the nightmarish time when you could remember your own name and you were charged with the murder of Joey Siegel, the owner of Joe's Bar in Chicago. It's entirely possible, although we did solve that in about 6 hours or 5 hours, so it wasn't really all that difficult. It was just it was very easy to die. The shower curtain has a fine layer of soap scum. I doubt we can take that with us, but we can certainly try. Oh. This tub has more rings around it than Saturn. There's a hot and cold here. The cold water nub, it's the hot water nub. Yeah. We can obviously turn the faucet on, but don't think it does us very much good. can't really use the bath. Might be some point to this at some point in the game. It's our trench coat. Let's open it up. It's a pair of Lucky Strikes. I wonder if this is sponsored. It's probably not. It's a pair of grey pants, which look about as bad as you look. I'll put on the pants and the trench coat so we don't walk out of the bathroom naked. It's a towel with the words Lucky Dice Hotel and Casino sewn on it. Let's take it with us. We can apparently take both of them. I doubt we need both. We have at least one. Let's get out of this bathroom. You're in a cheap, messy hotel room, but then again, who's complaining? You feel an ominous tap on your shoulder. Turning rapidly, you see this ape wearing a suit. Just remember, pal, he growls. I got instructions. Keep an eye on you. I wouldn't get too many bright ideas if I was you. He then disappears through the hotel room door. Great. Yeah, steal all the towels and the soap. There's a note here on the floor. It's a cigar ring. Apparently Stooky Martin dropped it. He should really quit smoking. Okay. The wastebasket is the cleanest item in the joint. There is something in it. It's a crumpled piece of paper that reads, Stooky, the payment from LA is overdue. Check it out ASAP, and if it becomes necessary, lean on Gionelli for me. TM. You crave nicotine, you reach for your Lucky Strikes. In frustration, you realize that you're out of cigarettes. Yeah, we are. Somewhat unfortunate. There is a ashtray here. We'll pilfer that as well. A folded train schedule. We will bring it along with us. Let's open up this dresser. Nothing in it. The night table has the usual Gideon's Bible in it. We'll take it with us as well. The lamp is ugly and can't be opened. It's a paint by number of a desert scene. You're disappointed that it is not a black velvet painting of a matador or something like that. Yeah. I thought we can take this with us. Lots of lumps on the bed and a hard as rock pillow from the hotel. We'll take that with us. We can take both. I doubt we need both. Can't see through the window, and the drapes are ugly as well. There's not a lot of places we can go at this point in time, but let's go outside through the hotel room door. As you stand in this well-lit hotel lobby, you can hear the sounds of gambling in the distance. Yeah. It looks like a plant. Hey, it is a plant. You can pilfer it. I doubt we need it. This game doesn't exactly tell you which items you actually need. You get to take almost anything. These are just 4 identical tables. Pretty much. These are accent tables. These are cocktail tables. They all have these plants on them. Game is making fun of us here. There's a lift here on this side, an elevator, and there's a door to the casino. Locks are generally put on doors to prevent people like you from getting bright ideas. You crave nicotine, you reach for your Lucky Strikes. In frustration, you realize that you're out of cigarettes. Assume this door is locked. You can hear casino sounds, clinking silver coins, clicking plastic chips, slot machine bells, and people cheering. We are in the lobby of the Lucky Dice Casino. The din of slots, card shuffling, and chip clacking can be heard. Shall we try our luck? Another ashtray here. The shot glass, which we'll bring with us. It's a large brass spittoon. Thought we need that. The comfortable chair looks very inviting. The tap on the shoulder you felt before comes again. Just a gentle reminder, pal, your days are numbered. It's a painting of the legendary Wilton McDonald shootout. They say that a wily conman tricked the two friends into shooting each other over a silver mine. This would make a great movie, you mumble to yourself. There's another cigar ring on the floor. We have two of them now. We are at the cashier's cage. We have no money at this current time. What's here? This is back, okay. Lots of plants. Nothing like a game of blackjack. We need chips if you want to play blackjack. Or at least two of these rooms, as well as these slot machines. More than two, actually. Lots of different ways of gambling here. However, we have no money. Unless there's perhaps a wallet in our pants. Yes, there is. There's a key here. And yes, we do have a little bit of money here. It's a quarter. 3. The $10 bill and 2 $1 bills. It's a fairly recent newspaper clipping with the headlines: Ace clears name, private eye turns tables at last. It mentions the address of Joe's bar where Joey Siegel was murdered. 1060 South Peoria Street, Chicago, Illinois. And that's our home address. Theodore Harding, 1060 West Addison Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. So we have at least 2 addresses in this wallet. That's good. The smallest amount we can buy is $5 $5. Will we try our hand with the slot machine? What do you think are the odds of winning in the slot machine? How many times do you think we have to try before we actually win something? I think the odds aren't that good. Let's not spend our quarter this way at this point in time. I'm not even sure we need to gamble here at all. Potentially not. Let's get back to the elevator, see what else is here. The Lucky Dice Hotel and Casino invite you to be our guest. Go to the 4th floor, see what's there. This is a different floor than we started in, at least. Another plant and another table. Three locked doors. Oh, there's something more here. There's a laundry dumpster here. We're inside the industrial laundry dumpster. It's not clean laundry. Since you're an experienced detective, you reason that the pile consists of dirty laundry. There's nothing in this pile of clothes here. Suddenly the heavy lid slams shut. You can feel somebody pushing the dumpster. Dumpster stops with a jolt and a crash. It's hoisted into a truck. Truck's gears grind. Good thing you don't get car sick. It's a long ride. Another jolt, another crash. The dumpster is unloaded from the truck. The lid is flung open. You blink as the bright light pours in. As your eyes adjust, you see two burly gorillas glaring at you. As the two goons frisk you, they can't find anything of interest to make it worthwhile to keep you alive. Nothing here that shows this guy is important or nothing. That's right, Spike. Guess we gotta rub him out. Too bad, pal. It's curtains for you. And we meet our untimely death for the first time in this playthrough. Of course, we'll try again. Now, at least there's nothing in this particular laundry container, so there's no need to go in it. Go back to the 3rd floor, see if you see anything else there. Okay, all of the doors are locked. Get back into the elevator, go to the 2nd one. 3 locked doors. I suppose this is our... No, it isn't. This is apparently the key for something else. Well-worn brass key to your apartment, okay. You can't get back into a room. Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea here that I want to try out before we venture outside. There's a lot more room to operate. Wasn't the container on the 3rd floor? What it was? Isn't now. Not here now. Open the game up again. So wondering if we could perhaps hide in the laundry. Apparently that doesn't work either. So that's fine. We'll go outside. See what's there. Don't really have to bother with the upstairs rooms then. Nothing here on the outside. Except this palm tree. It's a medium-sized palm tree. We can go back in, we can go left and right, and we can go probably out into the street. Deserts are fascinating places. They appear to have no life at all during the day. At night the fauna come out, rabbits, kangaroo, rats, bugs by the score, birds, and well, you'll see faint tire tracks meander across this section of the desert leading to the east and west. We are out in the desert. There is very little to see here. There are some cacti here, lots of them. You somehow doubt there's a point to all of this. But yeah, there is. You're standing in the middle of a dirt road near the outskirts of town. The development of the city seems to be moving quite rapidly. Painted on the windows are the words Reliant Laundry. Okay. Okay, this is... Okay. This is where the... This is where they take the laundry. We can go further into the desert. We can't get in here. We can't get in here. They have probably thought of many ways of killing me. Yeah. You have to wonder if there's something else here in the desert. Somehow I doubt it. This just seems to go on and on and on. Perhaps we could, if we could find some source of water. We can't open the fire hydrant at least. We don't have the wrench required to do so. Very easy to get lost in this desert here. Potentially, yes. Potentially we could do that. And certainly go back. We can't get back into the room. Okay, we'll start again in the room. Doesn't really matter, we hadn't done very much at all. The key doesn't work, it's for our apartment at home. I tried it earlier. There's nothing in our transcode except this empty pack of cigarettes. A well-worn brass key to your apartment, it says. Let's take our license and this stuff out of the wallet here. Wear these pants. And yes, this is an excellent point. We can operate this faucet here. The bottle does not have any effect on the water. The bottle has your macho PI trademark. You have stuffed the cork back in the empty bottle so far that you can never get it out again. Basically means we can't use the bottle. That was a solid idea. Suppose we could also use it on the towel. No, it's a wet towel. We could potentially do that with the other towel as well. And we have two wet towels. Probably save while we're inside this room. And then save a variation once we get outside of it. Yeah. You have to try everything in this game. I didn't see that. Take the ashtray and I'll take these train tips. I don't think we need a pillow at all. And there was a Bible in here. I think we'll pay for that as well. We might need it at some point. There was also some note in the wastebasket. We will take that as well. I think we've done everything there was to do here. We can still go back here. After we leave this room, we can't go back to this room. The hotel room door slams shut. And it won't open, it's locked. Okay, so as soon as we try to move out of this room, we get basically locked out of ever doing that again. Now we can go out here. We already tried that, and we can go 3 to the left here. I wonder if we can operate this towel on ourselves. Rubbing the wet towel on yourself feels good. This is as close to washing as you can tolerate. Okay. That's probably the way we survive in the desert. And I'm afraid we're probably going to have to see if we have to map that. It's certainly a possibility that we need to do that. Let's save right here. Now this is the Reliant Laundry. There's a lot of things to do here, but none of the things that we currently have do anything. We can get back pretty easily. This is the Las Vegas train station. Will they have the schedule? It's here somewhere. One-way fares, Las Vegas to New York City, $35. Las Vegas to St. Louis, $15. Las Vegas to Los Angeles, $15. Las Vegas to Chicago, $20. Okay. That certainly tells us something. Let us attempt to win something here in the casino. We need at least $20 to get back to Chicago, which would seem like the thing we need to do. The only thing we have is the key to our apartment at the moment. It's a sawbuck. Let's take the chips. Let's try our hand with these machines as well. These are the 2 chips. This is the quarter. We only have one of them, so either it works or it doesn't. At least at this stage of the game. Nope. We win nothing. We have your hand consists of a 5 of spades and a 6 of diamonds. Total for your hand is 11. I wonder how we... Your hand consists of a 5 of spades, the total is 13. 23. That's not that great. You're playing 21, not 31. Minor details. Seems like a weird coincidence to end back with 23. Might not be random at all. If it happens for the third time, it's definitely not random. Yeah, it's not. Let's try another table. There are many of them. The cards are hot, I'll say. Nine. 19. Dealer looks bored. The dealer completes his hand according to the house rules. The dealer's hand consists of a 4 of spades, a king of hearts, and a 3 of hearts. The total for the dealer's hand is 17. We win. Okay, that's 1 win. What do you think are the odds of winning again at the same table? I'd say they're pretty crappy. You look like a man born to win. We could also... $12. 14. 16. What are the odds of this? Yeah. 23. Yeah. Potentially, we could also try here. Since we know we win at the second table, we could start again and grab this bottle with us. Wet these towels as well in the sink. Grab the trench coat. Put it on. The pants as well. Grab the key. As well as the stuff in the wallet. Mostly get out of here and grab this ashtray and this train schedule. We're gonna need it. this crumpled piece of paper here in the wastebasket. I don't think there was, yeah, there was the Gideon Bible. Let's take that as well. I'll save once again. The thing on the floor where the guy stood is the cigar ring that he keeps leaving behind every time he smokes a cigar. Get into the casino again. Take the chips here. This was the guy. This was the guy, yeah. Steam one, it says. Might be random each time which dealer it is. That gives you save here. Total for our hand is 12. 22. Yeah, it's probably random. It's random in the sense that it's random for every game that you play. Not so much. Might also be tied to how much we bet. Possibility. Yeah, this is a definite win. Rudy Kowalski stay here with 21. He also has 21. Okay. Okay. This is always a match. I'm going to win here. Save before attempting this dealer. 7. 10, 16, 24. I doubt we win with 16, but we can try it. Oh. Okay, can't win here. Let's try this guy. $14, $20. That's pretty good. He has a 21. I'm doing that one. Leaves this dude. We had 13. 23. Okay, that's not great. Use this guy. He also gets a 20. Okay. Let's I want to get rid of this. Save here. Getting tired of seeing both of them. The difference is that we bet 5 instead of 10, and that is obviously not the same. It's a different hand. Yeah, this time we win. Now we have 15, potentially, if we bet all of it. If we don't go over here, what are the odds? Yeah, 23 is not great. There is some combination here that works. It's potentially not this guy. Let's go with it. Dude on the far left here. Try him next. Try betting 15. Total is 12. Total is 17. He gets a 20. Let's try getting another hit. $26. So at least with 15, this is not the guy. We tried this guy, and we tried this guy here. Let's try this guy. Of 13, 14, 19. Okay, he gets a 20. Let's open up the game again. The odds of getting another 1 here are almost zilch. Yeah. We aren't winning this one. Let's open up again. Total is 15. Total is 17. Then 22. We could try staying with 17. See what that does. Possibly 13, 14, 15, No, this is this guy again, sorry. It's got to save in front of the other guy. Ah, yes, we were going to stay with 16. It's also possible that we just have to bet 5 all the time. Yeah, this is not beatable. Okay, let's go to the next guy. $22. Probably aren't going to win this one. Very low chance that he only rolls a 14. Might as well try it anyway. That doesn't leave a lot of options. Let's try. We're at the end here. Okay. Now the question is, total for our hand is 19. Stay. This is pot. Okay. $17. $24. Potentially I'll have to win. Let's see. No. This is not beatable. Try this guy. 16. 6. Let's try him again, but try staying at 16. Worth a shot. Eventually that works. It's 15 now. 55. Okay. Interesting. It's actually random. No, it's 15 now as well. Yeah. Okay. It's an annoying amount of possible combinations here. Yeah, Rudy Kowalski. Yeah, okay. This is our sparring partner. Aha. Interesting. This is the same guy. This is the guy. Thanks for the tip. I didn't notice this. We win. And we already won the 5 of the other one. I think we tried every other possible combination. This is basically the maximum that we could then potentially win. Unless we can do this again. Let's see. We have 25 now. Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay. This is the maximum we can win. He's been taken off the table. We won a bit. We have 35. Okay. We need to do this quicker. We just need to get this done in a little okay. How are we supposed to do this quickly enough? We can drag the mouse over the chips. This is simply a game of being as quick as you can with the dragging. Or do you just need to drag them down here? Is that the trick? Perhaps that's a trick. Okay, no. Oh, let's see. Open. The trick here is that obviously we need to be able to bet all of it, and it seems that the money that goes under the table is not bet, so... Order it all very close together, drag it all in an orderly fashion here. I think we managed it this time around. Just a matter of dragging them off the actual table. We aren't going to be lucky gambling again. I think the odds of that are very low. We have won quite a bit. We have... $55 plus the 2 that we have in $1 bills. That's basically it. The nickel, yeah. a quarter. Okay, that's something. We'll save this. You can have all the virtual currency that you want. Let's drag them all together here. See if we can get them exchanged for actual cash. And we can. Yeah, 20, a 20, a 10, and a 5. That's $55 plus the 2 that we had previously. So we have a little cash now. At least enough to buy our way back home. Try and see if we can get rid of this goon here. Gate 9 and gate 6. What did the train timetable say about this? We don't have unlimited time here. Check your baggage here. It's the schedule. Okay, fine. Another inventive way to kill us. A never-ending source of delight in this game. Left another one of these cigar rings here. Let's take it with us. Which track is which here? We sort of need to find that out. This is just a schedule. Okay, arrivals. We don't really care for the arrivals. We need the departures. Chicago, track 9. That's where we want to go. This is 6. Gate 9. $20. It will cost us to get to Chicago. Let's look around here. Let's get back on the train here. As you settled into a seat, as train slowly pulls away from the platform, gather speed and moves out into the world. The gentle rhythm of the train rocks you to sleep. You half awake from your slumber, look around the train and fall back into a peaceful sleep. Your eyes well rested to see glimpses of the city as your journey nears its end. You wipe the sleep from your eyes and step off the train. Welcome to Chicago. No wonder so many muggings take place here. This part of the train station needs more light. This is an indication that we're about to be mugged every time. We were mugged enough in the first game. We're not going to Los Angeles at all. Yeah, we're trying to get out, man. Don't be a dick. Okay. It's the Chicago train station lobby. Smell the coal, hear the trains. Hear a whistle in the distance. It's a seeing eye dog. His tag says his name is Boris. Although he appears to be a pit bull Chihuahua mix, he kind of reminds you of your old dog Taco. Might have been just a pooch, but at least he didn't nag when you came home late. It's a newsstand clerk. Let's buy a paper. You quickly glance at the headline, Gangland, Bagman murdered. The second headline, a smaller one, says foul play. You read the story as an yet unrecognizable body. Perhaps that of a well-known local mobster is believed to have come to his end at the ends of a fellow gangster. Recent months, gang-related activity has increased in the city. Police are investigating any possible connections between the Siegel murder and his most recent slaying. The article notes that the body now resides at the city morgue. Okay, potentially useful information. These are just the different gates. We don't need to leave anywhere yet. There's a cab out front. This is all very familiar at this point. We have some addresses. Should we go home at this point? You open the door and enter the cab. Why, it's none other than your old pal Gabby. How are you, Gabby? You ask him. Yes, thank you, he answers with a big smile. You remember meeting Gabby for the first time years ago. You instantly recognized that he was almost totally deaf and could barely read lips, so you had to figure out other ways of directing him. Talking just didn't cut it. To the years you've helped him out, and in return he's never charged you a cent. Quite a prince that Gabby is. How do we pay this guy? If we can't talk to him, how on earth do we communicate with him? Yeah, precisely. How do we do this? It's a latch that holds the bulletproof shield together. Yeah, I know. How do we get him to see the address if he can't hear us and we can't speak to him? Yeah, where do we want to go? That's a good question. How would we normally pay this guy? The right is not the house, but we can't tell him where to go. Essentially, the mirror is a way to do this, but hello there, Comotron. How do we use the mirror? Yeah, perhaps. Oh, the divider is in the way. There is no way to directly use anything with the mirror, it seems. I think I tried that already. Unsure what to do here. There's nothing on the outside that you can click in any way. This is weird. We'll eat him. We'll consume him. We'll hit him. Yeah, I know we're out of cigarettes. It's been discussed a few times before. Now the things we can click. It's this metal strip on the bulletproof shield, which is on the inside, and this latch that holds it together, which is also on the inside, it seems. This fare meter, which is on the other side as well. We can't click the glass itself. It's just a divider that we can click and a latch. And if we try to operate it, it tells us that the bulletproof divider is in the way. It's stupidly simple. We simply have to give him the card. I thought I tried that to start with, but apparently I didn't. Okay. Doesn't matter, we're here. We can't go out of the left, right side of the car. We can only go out of the left one. The goon is here. Home, a dimly lit hall. Aroma of stale beer, popcorn and rancid grease. This brings back wonderful memories of the fine lifestyle you live. Yeah, I bet. There are 4 mailboxes, one of which is ours. I suppose we could open it. The key that we have. Okay. We don't have the mailbox key. This is our place. Looks great. Yeah, Stooky Martin has been here. He's apparently helped himself to ransacking the place a little bit. Lots of keys in this drawer. A tarnished brass key. This is probably for the mailbox. A safe deposit key. It's a box of ammo. Probably need that at some point. And an old penknife. It's a tiny blade. Potentially we can use that for protection. It's an empty bottle of scotch. And we open it. Basically the same as the bottle in the hotel, so we have another one. It's a battery operated flashlight with some batteries in it. A nice little table. A picture of Father O'Malley. You're standing in a room that looks like it was turned inside out. The stale odor of cheap cigar smoke tells you the mess was caused by that two-legged tornado. Stooky Martin, yeah, we've been around this guy. Let's take this plant. You never have too many plants. Now here's our overcoat. It has a little money in it. A 10-buck note and 2 quarters. Let's take them out here. Well as our gun, which is potentially empty. Yes, it is. Fill it up with the lead. Gonna need it. Let's get rid of this trench coat. Can't fit the overcoat anyway. Doubt we need this plant. Yeah. We're looking pretty snazzy now. Let's grab the empty pack of cigarettes out of the trench coat. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. Okay, nothing under this rug. Let's open up our mailbox. I know it has our name on it. What's in it? It's a blue envelope, no shit. It's a recruitment notice for the Marines. Forget it, you're not what they're looking for. I think we agree. The envelope is now open. You've been doing an awful lot of wandering around like you don't know what you're doing. Better hustle, pal. Your time's about half up. Yeah. It's a letter from Winnie to Luso, your informant. It reads, Ace, some weird stuff is going on at the Nordic Shoe Factory. I have it on good authority that the company has invested a large amount of money on an ice cream parlor across the street from it. There are also midnight shipments to the ice cream parlor from unmarked trucks. I thought you'd like to know because you told me to keep my eyes open for anything out of the ordinary, Winnie. Okay, it's potentially useful. Grab that. It's in this envelope. It's an advertisement for a new career opportunity, enrollment in a correspondence course, Berlitz School of Investigation. Sure sounds tempting. Yeah. Potentially this was the only item in there. The other two doors are probably locked. Another cigar ring. Okay. We have one more address to go to. We'll give this to the taxi driver. Piece of paper we got in the room. Let's see. Yeah. It was basically just the address of the bar. Now we can only go out on this side. This is all very familiar. It's our favorite hunt, Joe's bar. The door won't open, it's locked. Suddenly a haggard old woman seems to appear out of nowhere and pummels you with her purse for no apparent reason. She then runs off screaming Soylent Green is people at the top of her lungs. Okay. We'll take that. Due to alligator scares in the past few years, the Board of Health has sealed this entrance to the sewer system. This is where we once snuck in. I wonder if this manhole is open. No, it's not. But the fire escape is reachable this time around. The ladder is much too corroded to be climbed and would easily give away if we were to climb it. Now, there are some boards here lining this window. Let's hit them. Yeah. In we go. We're in an office. In fact, it's the same office in which you had first discovered Joey Siegel's body. Yeah, been here, done that. It is an old-fashioned telephone, perhaps for decoration only. Yeah. Safe is open and there's nothing in it. There's a key inside the phone. It's a small, unusually shaped key, quite unlike any other key you've ever seen. Fine. Get it out anyway. A number 2 pencil. Just like before. Now. Power to the elevator has been turned off. Okay. Door won't open, it's locked potentially. We have the key. No, none of the keys we have operate this door. That remains a mystery then. On the desktop is a pool of dried blood. You remember finding Joey Siegel draped across it with 3 slugs in him. Siegel was your bookie and you were a lousy gambler. You might have felt sorry for him when he was iced, except that he was a cruel and heartless man and you did owe him a lot of money. Yeah, we remember that pretty clearly. There was nothing else here. Can't go here, can't go to the elevator. That means we can only go here. We take the plank, we can take it with us. I wonder what we can do with it. Can't go up the stairs. Potentially one of these keys is to the front door. No, at least not this one. Not this one. Not this one. And not this one. We don't have the key. Let's save. This is the cab. This is the manhole. This was the police. A joke for the previous game. When you went into the Scream in the previous game, you stepped into a construction zone and died. You're standing in front of a cemetery, a place of eternal rest. You figured that some of its occupants met their untimely end at the bottom of an open trench at a nearby construction site. Oh. Yeah, there is slightly less killing in this game. We haven't died nearly as often. There aren't as many of these random items like the mugger, the woman that bombed the car, the woman that killed us. We open this gate with the key. No. These are the cemetery gates. People are just dying to get in here. It's very funny. Yeah. We have nothing. This woman is quite mad. Can we operate a board on this construction area? No, we cannot. We can't operate it on the manhole here. And really not here either. No. Less than great. Okay. What is our next step here? Yeah. We aren't ready to go to the police yet. That's basically the last step in the game. Don't really need to read it at this stage. Let's go back here. Now, do we have any more addresses? This woman is absolutely nuts. We've been at this bar. Yeah. We have this tip here. Let's go to the morgue. It's a plaster skull paperweight. At least you hope it's a plaster. Leave it alone, he says convincingly. The look on his face and the tone of his voice suggest that he's had a bad day and is just looking for a reason to vent some anger. What I suggest we do is shoot him, just for the fun of it. You plug the clerk full of lead. Killing one of your fellow human beings is generally considered unwise, unless it's in self-defense, of course. This particular wanton slaying gets you the chair. Since you enjoy the death, Amiga 1200 gamer. And I also just felt like shooting the guy. It's a clipboard which lists recently unclaimed bodies. There are two names that you can read, Allison and Durga. It's an obituary notice for Lenny, the weasel wolf, who tragically choked to death on his own words. It's a notice about not leaving personal items on the stiffs. It's an obituary notice for Elsie Checky, who died of food poisoning from eating macaroni and cheese which had been warmed over too many times. So, fascinating information. It's an obituary notice for bloody Betty Lupino, who took a fatal overdose of placebos. And it's an obituary notice for Steve Ballsy Halsey, a former drummer who accidentally impaled himself on a drumstick. Yeah. This game is trying very hard to be funny, and occasionally it does succeed. The clerk doesn't recognize your authority to step beyond this point, and matters no civilians allowed except for dead ones. The clerk looks at your license and snorts, "Oh, private dick, hey, sorry, only uniforms are allowed in the back." Okay. It was worth a shot. Shall we stab him with a knife? You slash the clerk to ribbons. Doesn't like that very much either. Okay. Okay, I don't think there's any way we can actually get in here at this current point in time. However, we can go back to the cab. Let's see if we can operate this. Nordic Shoe Factory, we have no idea where that is. How do we find that out? Yeah, can't hit him either. It was worth a shot. We weren't offering you a smoke, just an attempt. Okay. I'm out of ideas to try here. Yeah, can't touch the desk. Let's go back to the bar right now. Very useful to have this private chauffeur in the game, not have to constantly pay the taxi we did in the previous game. Wondering if we should try using the penknife on the door or on the manhole. The broken door won't open, it's locked. Okay. Potentially we can try breaking just the... Yeah, we went through the gap. That was in the office that we were in previously, which was the office where Joey Siegel was murdered. See if we can no, for the love of God, woman. We can't get into the broken window. It seems. No, we can't. We can break it, but we can't get in. Okay. I was sort of wondering if we could pick the lock on these. Apparently we cannot.
I'm getting laughs.
Yeah.
Maybe I should host the show.
Okay.
Thanks for the host, Cigar Goyle. Come to the stream. There's another cigar ring here on the floor. Not much else. It's a metal rack known as a gang box, through which the mailman has access to all the mailboxes in the building. Interesting. It's very weird that we can access that. Probably serves a purpose in the game. Or you would imagine. Just a question of how. We left the transcode here and the potted plant. I didn't seem to serve any purpose. The lamp is cracked. You can't remember if it was already cracked before Stooky got his paws on it. Probably was. Yeah. We already took everything from the drawer. I'm just wondering if we missed something here. Go away, follower bot. Shabby draped, I'll say. Okay, doesn't appear to be anything else in here that we missed. Except for this little mystery here. Which we don't have a solution to at this current point in time. Cappy appreciates the gesture, but he quit smoking months ago. I was hoping he would take us somewhere where we could actually buy some cigarettes. This does not help. There's no address on it. This takes us to the morgue, where we've obviously already been. Essentially, this here would take us back to the train station, but apparently it does not. I wasn't actually trying to kill him. All. This takes us to the bar. This takes us absolutely nowhere. We tried this. Hello there, Hazemaker. Thanks for the raid. Welcome people from Hazemaker's channel. I am Sigbjörn. This is my retro hangout. We are playing Deja Vu 2 Lost in Las Vegas. And we are stuck. At least for the moment we are stuck. Welcome in everybody. Yeah, this game is in black and white. Somewhat fitting since it's a game supposed to take place in the 1940s. And that is true, it doesn't have color class. You can't have color class when you don't have color. Okay, we can get back to the train station this way. Gabby stops the cab with a jerk and says, "Here we are, Ace. Let's get out of here." We have a dollar bill, a $10 bill, and a $5 bill. Don't think we have. We have a 20 and a 10 here. It's enough to get to LA. Departures. We already completed game number 1 in this series, Eldritch on stream. We did that last Monday. Game number 1 was annoyingly easy to die in, but eventually not that hard to puzzle together. I think I don't remember if you guys rated me when I was finishing that game. Or whether that was... No, that was when we were finishing Monkey Island. So, potentially you never saw that. Now, the only departures here are St. Louis, New York, and Las Vegas. Now there are some arrivals here as well. The same occasions. 5, 2, and 4, but there are... This is 2. This is 3. Is there nothing arriving or departing on track number 3? Apparently not. Yeah, we've been run over by a train. Certainly fun. Yeah, we'll use a save game. Get ourselves back to the train station. Where was the train schedule? It's here. We already figured out some things. We woke up in Las Vegas with a bad hangover, and apparently we need to find $120,000 to get ourselves out of a bit of a mess that we made. And there's a pretty nasty mob guy that is chasing us around, making sure that we don't get up to anything foolish. We managed to make our way from Las Vegas over back to Chicago and find some additional items, including our gun and some bullets, and we also managed to gamble a little bit to gain some extra money. We found a flashlight, this penknife, and various bits and pieces, including some of these keys. So yeah, almost all of the Mac games are based on the GUI. They were pretty strict about using the Apple user interface guidelines for games. They weren't really allowed to make their own windowing and environment. There is nothing in the alley except for the manhole, which is shut. The only thing you can do from the alley is get up the fire escape, and you can't go up the fire escape. You can only go through the boarded window, and we went through that window. Yeah. Now we can't go into the tracks themselves. Apparently there is no Los Angeles is on track 3. Okay, we're standing on the train platform. Here it comes. The only tip that we really have is to go to LA. Let's get on the train. New York, we don't want to go to New York. We aren't going to New York. That was not the plan in any case. Let's pay the guy. We have a save anyway. Okay, train is departing. Yeah, this is not where we're supposed to go. No, this is a pretzel on the ambient setting. There is no in-game music, so I tend to just have it set for something calm and relaxing. Yeah, Might and Magic 1 and 2 on the Mac are pretty much the only ones that have a decent interface. Now, how are we getting this mixed up here? Might and Magic 2 on the Amiga is... or are you talking about Deja Vu? Yeah, the Deja Vu version of the Amiga used the GUI as well. Los Angeles is gate 4. One-way fare is 35. So 20. 10. Somewhere over here we have a 5. Now we spent a lot of money. See what happens here. Okay, we aren't allowed to go to LA either. We can go back to Vegas, which is then potentially what we need to do. Let's give him the 20. Maybe we can access the dry cleaning place now. We have an extra key. Now we've been out of cigarettes the entire game. He gets more annoyed as we go along. Here we go. Let's see if it allows us to travel back to Las Vegas. Thanks for the follow, Amiga Dad. Now we are settled and we are rocked to sleep. And apparently we are allowed to travel back. The goon hasn't killed us in any case, so that's good news. We arrive well rested in Vegas. Now there's a baggage claim here. We have no baggage claim ticket at this point in time. Hello Amiga Bill and Amiga Dad. Welcome to the stream, guys. Now, it's probably wise to set up a separate save here. This game has a million ways to softlock you. The boss is getting pretty itchy, says the goon. If I was you, I'd be sweating it pretty bad now and trying to remember what I did with the dough. We owe some pretty bad people $120,000. This game is set in the 40s, and we are playing the role of Ace Harding, who is a private detective and pretty much an addictive gambler. He's in a bit of a bind. We're trying to help him get out of it. Let's see if we can access the laundry place with one of the keys that we found in Chicago while traveling there. We found quite a few. The game keeps reminding us that we are very much out of cigarettes. None of the keys fit this door in any case. None of the keys fit this door either, which is potentially bad news for us. There are plenty of doors in this hotel, and we can certainly try these keys with all of them. I think these are the only 4 keys that we have. I think there are any others. Yeah, this is a pretty neat game. This is the second game in the series. We already completed the first one, which is Deja Vu: A Nightmare Comes True, which is one of the probably first ever point-and-click adventure games. It was made in '85. for the Mac. It's pretty early. This is the follow-up. Plenty of floors here to try. All of these keys look fairly familiar. They're not all the same. This is the key to our apartment door. We don't need to try that. One of the doors in the it's a safe deposit key. That sort of gives me an idea. Let's save this variation here and go back to the previous save. Perhaps we can have the cabbie. The cabbie is deaf, so we can't simply give him directions. He needs something to tell him where to go. It occurs to me that okay, it was just a shot. Might recognize where we could take the safe deposit key, but he doesn't. We have two keys here, which realistically could open one of these doors. Just trying things now, since we're pretty much out of ideas. Yeah, we gave the cabbie, we did travel around in Chicago a little bit. We have a few pieces of paper that have a recognizable address, so we were around a little bit. We went to the morgue and some other places as well. So we did make some attempts at doing that. But there does not appear to be a lot for us to do here in Vegas, so it's probably a dead end at this point. So go around Chicago some more before we waste our time with this. We have our license, which we can give him. He takes us home. And we've already been there. Yeah, we can also go to the bar, except we don't have a key for the front door of the bar. Now, the only thing that we can open here is our mailbox, which has a bunch of envelopes, which we've already opened. We have a recruitment notice for the Marines, which is useless to us, and we have something from the Berlitz School of Investigation, which is also useless to us, on the third note we already took with us. Now, there's a metal rack down here known as a gang box, through which the mailman has access to all the mailboxes in the building. It occurred to me that we could potentially open some of the other mailboxes using that, but the question is, how would we possibly get it open? I think I've tried pretty much everything I could think of. We have 2 bottles here of scotch. Empty pack of cigarettes. Yeah, I think we tried all of the keys. We can try again without issue. Doesn't seem to really fit a key. You probably need some sort of tool to open it, which we don't have at this point in time. I also tried the I didn't try the gun, I tried hitting it. And hitting it didn't really do anything either. Now we can go into our apartment here. It's been ransacked by the mob guys. And it contains our trench coat, which we left here. There's nothing in it. And this banged up couch, which has nothing in it. This drawer, which had some keys and some stuff in it, which you already took. And some decorative item, this elk's head and this picture of Father O'Malley. So there is very little for us to do here. We already tried knocking on both of these doors. There's nobody at home. And nothing. Apparently you can click on this rug is on the floor. And we can't do anything with it. So there's that. We're back in the cab here. I already tried giving the cabbie the pack of cigarettes. I was sort of hoping he would take us someplace where we could buy cigarettes, but no such luck. We have this letter as well. That was in the mailbox. It's a letter from Willie Toulouse, your informant. It reads, Ace, some weird stuff is going on at our Nordic shoe factory. I have it on good authority that the company has invested a large amount of money on an ice cream parlor across the street from it. There are also midnight shipments to this ice cream parlor from unmarked trucks. I thought you'd like to know because you told me to keep my eyes open for anything out of the ordinary. Winnie. Now, I tried giving this letter to the cabbie. He has no idea, apparently, where this Nordic shoe factory is. We would potentially need some other way of finding out the address. We don't currently have. I tried giving him this cigar ring as well. That didn't help very much. Now we can go to the bar. He just grins when he drives us to the bar. I assume in the first game we were basically out of options because we had spent so much money at the bar that both in the casino and at the bar that we owed a huge amount of money, and we had been basically tricked into taking on a kidnapping job. So we've been at this bar a few times. We haven't been able to figure out how to get into the bar except for one room. There is a manhole here which is closed and shut off. There's a window on the bar which we can break, but it doesn't help us gain entrance. And I also tried breaking the window on the front door. That doesn't help either. There's an alley here. This manhole is blocked, but we can use the fire escape. But we can't go up. We can only go into this one room. If we try to climb the fire escape, it says that ladder is much too corroded to be climbed and would easily give away if we were to climb it. But we can go through this window here, and we're in the office where most of the first part of the game took place, where we discovered Joey Siegel's body. He was the guy who owned the casino and the bar, and a pretty bad guy as well. The guy that planned the kidnapping, who wound up dead. And the bloodstains are still on the desk here. There's nothing inside the desk anymore. There was a key inside of the phone. And there's nothing in the safe either. The elevator that was in the back here has been turned off and we can't access it, and this door is locked, and I think we tried every key that we have with it. I'll try again just in case we missed something. I don't think we did. Potentially we could try shooting the lock. That did work. Guns don't kill inanimate objects. Second-rate detectives kill inanimate objects. A good point, perhaps. Hitting the door accomplishes nothing. We tried every key. None of them work. So that doesn't help. We can't use the penknife with the door either. We can't gain access to the rest of the office. I think we tried the knife on the lock. Basically, we can only use this. Santa's going to put you on this bad boy list for slashing the door. Doesn't really help. There are still a couple of these boards left. Doesn't really matter. We already gained access to this, but that's basically it. Doesn't appear to be very much we can do outside of that. I think I already tried using this plank which we removed on the manhole. That didn't help either. Suppose we could try shooting it. Blam, cricket straw in the west, you mutter to yourself. We're basically just wasting bullets at this point. It isn't really helping us any. Suppose we could try shooting the door. The Chicago copper hates noisy citizens. He arrests you for disturbing the peace. We end up in jail. We get bailed out by the stoogie, and then we get put 10 feet under. We already bought, when we arrived from Las Vegas originally, there was a blind guy here with a seeing eye dog. We bought a newspaper from him and gained some additional information. There's already a train here. Now, I haven't been able to really figure out if the exit to the racks serve any purpose. Not sure they do. You can access the track itself when there's no train. And might be something on the tracks that we can access. It's not outside of the realms of possibility. At least not on this one. This game is one of the games where you have to try every possible way to meet your death before you are actually able to find the one that makes sense. This one is obviously one of the cases where we get to run over as well. Try all of them though. And go through this dying sequence every time. The train is here. This ancient vehicle probably scared some of the Indians in the region to death when they saw or heard it. Just wasting time here, wondering if the train will leave. Yeah, it's about to take off. I wonder if we can then... No, still can't access the tracks. Fine. Does the arrivals say here? We have not attempted St. Louis. We should give that a shot. $15. We have the $10 bill down here. I have a feeling we'll end up dead, but let's try anyway. Yeah. Okay, so we can't go there. This is the only one where it says that no wonder so many muggings take place here. This part of the train station needs more light. I wonder if that has any relevance. Train is leaving here. It doesn't matter if the train just left, we still can't go on the tracks. Okay. It's probably pointless. It's probably just another way to die in the game, of which there are plenty. This doesn't work. We can go here to our home address. We've already been there. We've been to the bar already. We give him the newspaper, he will take us to the morgue. So that was the point of buying the newspaper from the blind guy at the train station. Problem there is that the guy at the morgue doesn't want to let us in here, even if we give him our license. He says, the clerk looks at your license and snorts, "Oh, a private dick, eh? Sorry, only the uniforms are allowed in the back." Now, I've tried the usual methods. I've tried decking him. That doesn't help. Yeah, there's a safety button on the desk of his, and he alerts the police and they come and pick me up. I also tried stabbing him, and I tried shooting him as well. He didn't like either of those, and in both cases we were arrested. Now, what we could potentially do that I hadn't thought of was just slip him some money. Don't know why I hadn't thought of that, but that's definitely an option. Doesn't want the $1 bill. Doesn't want the $5 bill. Doesn't want the $10 bill. Doesn't want the $20 bill. What if we give him? It doesn't really work. No, it doesn't want any of the money. Also tried giving him the Bible. That doesn't do any good either. No thanks. Someday someone will find out. Those things will kill you. Yeah, they will. Without a doubt. So very little we can actually do here. There's this skull on the table here. Basically a plaster skull paperweight. I was thinking we might be able to belt him with it, but not a lot. Now on the wall is a clipboard which lists the recently unclaimed bodies. There are two names that we can read, Allison and Durga. One of which is undoubtedly the one that we want to look at. Hard to say which one it is, and we can't go back here while this clerk is here. You turn to the Book of Exodus and read the Ten Commandments. You wonder if Tony Malone ever bothered to do the same. I was wondering if there was something hidden inside of the Bible. Apparently not. Something inside of the ashtray. A box of matches. And inside the box of matches are of course matches, which we will take. That doesn't really help us since we have no cigarettes. We'll leave the ashtray and the empty bottles here on the table. I don't think they serve any purpose, and our inventory is clogged with a lot of junk. It's difficult to tell in this game which of this stuff you need and which you don't. Yeah, make sure that he doesn't drink all your whiskey. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Now, this is basically one of the only clues that we have. A note that there was a gangland slaying and that there is a new corpse in residence at the city morgue. It also speculates on the possible connection between the new slaying and the murder of Joey Siegel. We know this, and then we know this about the Nordic Shoe Factory. Neither of these facts are potentially very useful to us right now. You open the paper and seeing nothing but sensationalism about some guy named Elvis and his statue that will be shipped to the moon someday, you close it. Okay, there's nothing in the flashlight except these batteries. I'm wondering if there's something in the that we hadn't done in Vegas before we left. Now, what we did from the beginning is that we gambled a little bit, figured out that one of the dealers in the casino was an old friend, and we managed to get him to help us to win some money, and we won. We had a $10 bill, so essentially we won $40, and which gave us enough money to use the train and take us to Chicago, which helped, really helped. After we had won a bit, he got removed from the table as he would. And replaced by another dealer. No, that isn't an option at this point. So we can certainly play blackjack, but our chances of winning are probably close to zilch. It wasn't randomized, it's programmed. So if a game doesn't want us to win, we won't win anything. I think we already took this ashtray here. I'll remove these matches here and leave the ashtray. Leave this bottle here as well. We don't need it. Now, potentially we haven't explored everything here in Vegas yet. There are plenty of places to go, plenty of things that we might potentially do. It isn't immediately obvious how. We keep ending up in the desert. Probably should see if there are other locations here we haven't seen. see. So this is the hotel. You can go. You can go east here. That is the train station. One or two doors basically, and you can go further east. It's a desert. And yet more desert. And more desert. You have to wonder how far you can go to the east. Probably endlessly. You sort of have to wonder if you're ever going to get anywhere. I sort of doubt it. There's a train station here. There's nothing apparently anywhere to the east of that, and we are back in the desert here. And you can apparently go endlessly in this direction as well. The only thing that we've been able to find is that you can go here and here. And then you end up in the Reliant Laundry. Which would seem to hold some keys for us. There was a laundry container on one of the floors in the hotel, and I sort of assumed that one way would be to... Yeah, good night, Hayes. Thanks for the raid, dude. You sleep well. I sort of figured that we might be able to sneak back into the hotel in one of our laundry baskets and get into one of the rooms unseen. But I can't find a way into the building yet. Now we can smack the door. With no luck. And hitting the door doesn't help. Now we were able to break the window enough that we might be able to gain entrance, but the shards are pretty sharp. Using the towel didn't help. I was sort of wondering if we could use that to shield ourselves while getting in there, but that did not help at all. Doesn't want us to break window again. Now we can go back here in this safe where we already have some more keys and a gun and some other objects as well. This is basically the only hint we get. There are some faint tire tracks here, going east and west. Here as well. Now it says near the outskirts of town. Let's try shooting the door. That does not help at all. We can hit this. We shoot this door. No, does not help either. We have the plank here. Can't operate that on anything. Can't use the knife on the door. Can't use the knife on the window. Can't use the knife on the broken door either. So none of this helps at all. Let's go here again. Yeah, this is pretty much a desert. There is nothing here. No tracks going anywhere. This is just east and west, it says. Just barren wasteland. Oh. One thing that we could try here is see if we can find the laundry basket again. Here it is. Slip back into it. Close it shut. Be ready to operate the gun, because they will come and take the laundry away. We get no opportunity to do anything, even with the gun, so it's certain death. This is basically a potential other way out of this mess here. That's not a bad idea, Amiga 1200 Gamer. It's actually a pretty good idea. I don't think it works that way though. All it does is tell you that you wipe your sweat from your brow. Actually hide you in any way. I think I might know what we need to do here. There is another coat in our place. We found both the overcoat and the trench coat. Let's go back to our place and get the trench coat. Let's get the trench coat. Then we have both an overcoat and a trench coat, and potentially we could wrap ourselves pull it over us to hide us. Just an idea. Doesn't necessarily work. We couldn't fit the transcode in our inventory with the board, but we can remove the board and just leave it there. Doesn't really cost us much of anything. Let's give him the train schedule. Find our way back to Vegas. Save that game again there. Get in here. Which one is going to Vegas? Number 2 is going to Vegas. That is here. Leave us be, goon. That train is here. $20. Where's the 20? It's here. Let's have a seat. We are well rested after traveling with the train. Let's get out of this place. Not get lost. Save in the 1-3 save. Need to keep a couple of these going at the same time. Be able to explore different options. Yeah, let's get in here. Operate this. Yeah, that was not the plan I had. You can't wear the trench coat. Okay. We'll try this again. See if we can get the overcoat off first. Should be simple enough to do. All we need to do, I think, is just drag it out of the inventory. Yeah. Then we can basically put on this coat. I don't think this will work. Still worth a shot. Yeah. No. These are dirty sheets. Unless you got an invitation to a toga party, leave them alone. There's nothing inside of them. And we get no option of doing anything here with these goons. Potentially this is a way to get something out of the hotel, but I sort of have to wonder what purpose that actually solves. Now, this is the Reliant Laundry Corporation, the one that we are desperately trying to get into with no luck at all. So that is what it is. Gonna knock on every door here. Kind of like in that Katy Perry song. Just to try it. Didn't mean to hit the corridor. Just trying to knock on all of these doors. No answer on any of them. Now this game is more fun than the other one. The puzzles are more complex. And there's less dying and more puzzle solving, which is sort of the way game should be. Was a lot of pointless dying in the first game. Now one thing we haven't fully explored here, and the only thing really we haven't fully explored here, is this baggage claim. There's a sign that says check your baggage here. And there are these train schedules, which we can obviously take. They're all the same. Just give you these prices. We don't have a baggage claim ticket anywhere on us. I sort of think that we need one. Yeah. I doubt very much we can get anything out of this guy. Outside of doing obvious things like stabbing him. Which is probably a bad idea. Is potentially a bad idea. That remains a bit of an unsolved mystery. I think we already tried knocking on this door as well. Yes, we did. Can't go back into our own hotel room. I don't think that's much of a problem. I think we took everything of value from there. I think we've been through that many times now. No, there's no way to go really accept. Now the window isn't an entry point, so breaking it serves no purpose at all. The map does seem to wrap around itself, sort of wondering if there are some other places to be found somewhere inside of this desert. Seems very random and unlikely. We might be lost here. Quicker to just restore. Hello there, Longshanks. We are quite stuck in this game at the moment. I've been good. How about yourself? I had a terrible headache today, but luckily it recovered eventually. We already gambled plenty and didn't really get. We completed that part pretty well. I might start here again to examine this first, these first two rooms again, in case we miss something here. Can't do anything with this. I had a headache today. Pretty nasty there for a while, but it eventually went away. Yeah, eventually I took some painkillers. Now, we were able to figure out that basically we can use the towels on the top here to make them wet. Somewhat uncertain what that purpose that actually fills. Water is hot. You can lead the PI to water, but you can't make him wash. That's pretty funny. Yeah, this is basically just a way to clean ourselves up a little bit. This is our trench coat. All it has is this this pack of cigarettes, which is empty. We already know this. And these are our pants. And, inside them is this key and this wallet here, which contains a few items, none of which we very much need. Nothing new. It's a wooden towel rack, which we can't do anything about. The sink doesn't open. Doesn't want the bath mat. Here's the goon. He left his cigar ring again. Blanket can't be opened. A pillow can't be opened. Now we were able to take the pillows. Doesn't really seem to serve much of a purpose. This bed has more lumps than Sally Rand has fans. Can't open it, can't operate it either. I can't imagine what good these pillows would do, really, in this game. Can't use the pillow. We can wet the towels, that's basically all we can do with it. We can take these pillows. It's easy enough. Then the Bible is here. The nightstand, we can take that out of the nightstand. And in the waste basket is this crumpled piece of paper, which we can take as well. Now in the ashtray are some matches and the train schedule, which we sort of need. There's nothing in the dresser. Can't use the window at all. So other than the pillows, we already had all of these items. Somewhat wonder if we can perhaps use the pillows in the laundry hamper. We can try it. Let's go to the 3rd floor where the laundry is located and open it up. Get in there. No, can't operate a pillow with a hamper or with ourselves. Neither does anything. The only thing I can think of that we could potentially use the pillow for is as a silencer with a gun, but that would require us to operate something twice, which doesn't really work in the game at all. We already tried all of our options here. I can't really think of anything that we could realistically do with the pillow in any circumstance that we already have. There's nothing to be seen anywhere here. Don't want to go into the train at all. Go back. Nothing to be seen here, really. All we can really do is get out of here. Go into the cab. I think we tried all of the keys. Without luck. Yeah, it's a well-drawn game. Pretty fun little game. But we are pretty stuck right now. Can't figure out how to move on. You can go to the morgue, and doesn't very much help us. The morgue assistant is very grouchy. They want to let us into the morgue. No real tips here. There's a gate here and a clipboard which reads Alison and Durga, one of which is definitely the body that we're after. Yeah, but we've been to the bar multiple times. We've been in the bar, just on the second floor. There's just one room we can access. We've been in the bar multiple times. Let's see, where was it? Yeah, here it is. This is the bar. You can't go in through the manhole. There is no entrance at the window. There is an entrance here. Door won't open. It's locked. We have 4 keys. We've tried all of them. None of them fit. Now we know we have this safe deposit box key, but we have no idea where this safe deposit box is. So we have no way of opening this door. No. There is this exit. There is this exit, which is the manhole, which we can't use. Oh, okay, there's another alley here. Okay. That was very, very, very difficult to see. There's another alley here, okay. There's a dented beer can here. Thought we needed some yellowing sheets of old newspaper. A cardboard box containing a cardboard box. It's an empty bottle of Lafite. This is potentially something we can actually drink. Let's remove the plank here. This is potentially the only one that isn't empty. I doubt we need it very much. There's nothing in this garbage can. There's a bunch of stuff in this one, including a Mercedes car key, slice of pizza, and what? Now there's a door here as well. We got fooled by the fact that obviously this was in the previous game, but this alley was never here. So I just assumed that none of our keys fit this door. We might try shooting the damn thing. Yeah, that works. The absence of light can only mean one thing. Now we've made some progress here. Finally, we have a flashlight. We already found that, so let's operate it. We can't go into the women's bathroom. That door won't open, it's locked. Which door is this? We have a bunch of keys, which we will try. There's another door apparently to the left here. Get away. Which we can't access, it's locked. This is, however, the way into the bar. We've been here before. Many times. This is the wine cellar. The speaker is here. This bottle is different. When you move the wine bottle, the entire wine rack slides to the side, revealing a secret passage. Okay. Getting somewhere finally. We can't get into the sewer system. Running out of flashlight. We are in the old casino. The good old slot machine is here again. Yeah, it's broken. Restore. It's locked. That is interesting. There's nothing in this one. There is something in this one. It's a business card. Okay, we need to find all of this and get out of here before the light runs out, which will be soon. There's another way out here as well. Yeah, the elevator is off. Okay, fine. Back in the bar. The door is still locked. We can potentially get into this office. None of the keys. Yeah. By shooting it. Doesn't work either. Yeah, okay, fine. We can't go up there right now. Might as well use this save. And be quick about this. Now that we know exactly what it is that we need to do, we might need to go into the bar again. So let's try to use the flashlight very sparingly. We know exactly what it is that we need to do. Let's get out of here, back into this alley using this back entrance. I think there's basically nothing here that we need. Realistically, shoot the door outside, operate the damn flashlight, go into the bar, go here, go into the wine cellar, operate this bottle here, go in here, in here, in here. Use this weird key on the second slot machine, open it up, get the stuff out of it, remove this plank here. Very much doubt we need it at any point. Go back here, out here, back here, back here, and out again. Switch off the flashlight. Save this as 1-4. Okay. We have a few more clues. It's a business card. Sugar Shack, 4177 South Cottage Grove Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. Notice the words "Come and see me, Joey" scrawled on the back of it. Sugar and you go way back. You remember many hot nights on the town with her. You also remember the last time you saw her. She was carrying a grudge, a 38 and 6 bullets with your name on them. That doesn't sound good. This crazy old woman keeps beating us with her purse and screaming some random things at us. Her balls unite. It's Siegel's personal diary. The diary contains a list of payments for various amounts. You start to scan the list. There's the 128,000 that we're looking for. Interesting. Likely that the courier took off with the money. Let's go into the cab. Give the cabbie the card. He'll drive us there for free. Such a nice guy. Let's save here. Where are we now? Standing outside of a tenement. This section of town is so bad that even the police of Chicago steer clear. It's a bum outside. Let's give him something. The bum accepts your hand out and mumbles something about getting a cup of coffee or a bottle of booze and promises you that someday he will pay you back. Hoping for something a little bit more juicy. It's a small barred window. What are the entrances here? The door down here. The door won't open, it's locked. Have some keys. I doubt they fit the door. And where is the Mercedes that was once outside of the bar? Which keys we found earlier? Yeah, I have a feeling we are going to need to give him a little bit more. We already gave him $1.25. Now we've given him $2. There's a limit as to how much we can actually give him. But we haven't saved the game, so we might as well just try this endlessly and see if it eventually does work. I doubt it though. Okay, this gets us nowhere. Let's reload here. We need to do something else to get the bum out of the way. This is apparently not the way. Where was the bottle that we found? Ah, yes. The bottle that we found in the alley. Perhaps we can... the one that wasn't empty. Let's see if we can give that to the bum. Now, the thing that is most confusing about this is that it's... you go into the alley and then you view it from the back. Let's open this box, which contained another box, which contained another box, which contained 3 bottles, one of which is not actually empty. And let's also open up this garbage can here, take this Chinese food and these keys out. Go back in the cab. Have him take us back to this address. Let's give the food and the bottle to the bum. See if that gets him out of there. We know the Chinese food is not in the best condition. At least we tried this. And obviously it worked a little bit. Although not fully. It's Sugar Shack Executive Office, also known as a phone booth, which we can't enter. Sorry, I don't smoke. Now, sort of have to wonder if giving him the food means that we can get him to go away by giving him some money. $2. A $5. No amount of money gets him to move his ass out of there. Already gave him all the food that we've found so far. Don't need this carton. There's no purpose. He doesn't want it. Okay, perhaps we just need to talk to him first. We already gave him a nickel. Aye. I guess the police do venture down there anyway. I wonder if there's something else we can potentially do to get him away from here. We've already given him all the food that we could find. Don't see what else we could potentially give him. Now, this door is locked. I think it does not hurt. Without shooting it does either. The lock is blown away. Okay, we can get in here. It's a bottle of Sugar Shack's favorite perfume, Evening in Pierre. Like that. The tissue. You know how to use one, don't you? Just put one to your nose and blow. Fine. Take it with us. It's a night table. Let's open it up. What's inside? Bunch of bank deposit slips bundled together with a rubber band. Four of them stapled together. The dates and amounts: 1200, 1350, 1600, 1450. Doubt it has anything to do with what we're doing, but let's take it anyway. It's a box of tissues with no tissues in it. Another pillow, two of them actually. The paper is folded open to the obituaries. You notice that Sugar Shack seems to have cut one of them out. Okay. It's one of Sugar Shack's shoes. Yeah, I doubt I can say that 10 times fast. Let's take the shoe anyway. Sugar Shack's bed, sags in the center from excessive views. It's a large closed wardrobe. A glance in the mirror tells you that you don't look much better than the condition of the room. See what's in this wardrobe. The other shoe. Wait for it to drop. It's a red silky number. It's slid to here and shows off the more well-endowed sections of our anatomy too, but they are strictly work clothes. It cannot be opened. It's an imitation leopard coat, tight and sheared sheepskin probably. Nothing in this coat. This dress has fox fur trim on it. Sugar's got taste, but not in clothing. It's a copper uniform. Close examination reveals that the owner is none other than McMurphy, the flatfoot who picked you up for the sequel murder. Nothing in this uniform. It's a pile of sugar sacks, dirty clothes. You figure today is not wash day. Okay. It's a vacuum cleaner. What's inside it? A full vacuum cleaner bag. Tough material. Resists your attempts to tear it. Let's use the knife. Something inside. It's an envelope with a scroll which says, "Sugar, if I'm knocked off, give this to the chief of police. Make sure Captain Carlton doesn't see it." Let's open up this note here. It's a letter from Policeman McMurphy that reads, "Consider this a deathbed testimony, because if I ain't dead now, as soon as word of this letter gets out, I will be. Might be going down over this, but I won't take the fall alone. Joey Siegel's been paying off Captain Carlson for protection for some new racket he's setting up. All I've done is act as a bagman, but I guess that's enough." Siegel gives the dough to some stupid thug with a scar running through his eye. This thug gives it to me and I give it to Carlson. Don't ask me what Siegel's up to. Like I said, I'm only the bagman. Okay, we'll take this note. Leave the rest of this vacuum here. Oh, interesting. Might, of course, potentially dress up here as the police. There is potentially something that we could actually do. So much junk in our possession right now. Doubt we could actually take it on. We would have to remove a lot of stuff, and I doubt we'll need it. Nothing in it either. Don't really need the envelope, we just need this piece of paper. Don't really need these towels either. At least not at the moment. Still can't fit it. Not a lot we do about that then. Me spray perfume on the tissue. Don't see how that helps us. And then we blow our nose into the tissue. These probably serve no purpose either. Going to take them out here. Could remove the ashtray. We'll keep the matches. And then we're inside. Don't really need this train schedule either. Now we can finally fit it. The uniform fits you well. Okay, we're now in a copper's uniform. Sort of seems like a bad idea, but let's see if that gets the bum out of the way. Because now we need to go back outside. He doesn't notice that we're wearing a copper's uniform. and he doesn't seem to care. We spray the perfume on the bum, and the bum smells much better now, but he doesn't appreciate it. I wonder why. The bum doesn't hear you, even though we're wearing the copper's uniform. That isn't enough to get him moving out of his place. I wonder how we could potentially do that. I have no idea. And go back into the cab. This doesn't get us anywhere. Yeah. This was the Sugar Shack address. They tried that. Where is this car located? Yeah, later, Amiga Gamer 1200. I'm about to give up here. This game has me pretty much hooked at the moment. I should have gone to bed like an hour ago. I'm still at it. One final attempt I'll attempt here before retiring for the night and trying again next week is going back to the bar and turning ourselves into the hands of the police, see if we have enough. Finish the game. I seriously doubt it. There's probably a bit we need to finish yet. We're dead. Yeah, our time is up. We don't get another chance here. This is all very rusty, but that doesn't change the fact that we can't gain any access. Rather annoying. Just this one way to get in or out here. To take this pillow. No. Do anything. Now we can obviously shoot him. Your uniform doesn't impress the officers. Police brutality takes on a whole new meaning. We get taken to jail and killed off here. I think that's it. We'll continue this next week at the same time. Won't continue this in one sitting, or complete this rather in one sitting. See who is on here. And what they're up to. Moonbeam is playing Caesar 3. Dr. CTCS playing Silent Hill. Do any of you guys have a preference for someone to rate? If not, we're heading over to Moonbeam Arcade. Set up the raid here. Thanks for coming, guys. Hope you sleep well. I'll jump to the extra and then we will raid Moonbeam Arcade. Good night, people.